Hi, Susan. You packed a lot of information into a very short amount of time. I really liked your personal mantra. You said you haven't settled on one yet, but do your best. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, isn't that a best that we can all do or expect of ourselves? It made me think of Bible verse Colossians 3:23, which says, "Whatever may be your task, work at it heartily from the soul as something done for the Lord and not for men." So again, I like your mantra. And as far as you in social work, that is a really stressful job, and kudos to you for that work. My wife works in insurance and billing at a very large clinical practice in a town near here, 70 plus doctors, and she works very closely with the elderly a lot. And she's in a pod with some other people who sometimes get frustrated that the folks that she is working with don't know more about Medicare and the system and things like that, and they do. And she is, having to constantly remind them, you work in this field all the time. That's why you know a lot of these things. These people do not. And so she, like you, tries to find avenues where she can kind of disseminate information that people might not be getting otherwise. And I think this law that Virginia is requiring, where I believe what you said was that uh, people need to know their status because it affects Medicare. If they're under I think what you said is if they are under observation status, Medicare is not going to cover their medications that they would normally take at home, and as opposed to if they were inpatient. Yeah, that I can see how that can cause some serious problems. So good luck to you in finding whatever avenues you can. I think you said something about churches or something like that. Looking for other avenues that you can disseminate information to as many people as possible. I don't know if there's any local rec centers, or I know that in the town that I live in, the Parks and Recreation Department and the town, try to offer things for the elderly in the area, and people get to go and speak. And I don't know if there's anything like that in Richmond or not, where you might be able to do that. But again, good luck to you, and I appreciate your work with the elderly. They are much like children in that a lot of times they don't have a voice either. So good for you, and keep up the good work.